Hey everyone, this is marketing expert Michael Drew. And Michael, your job here today is to make me laugh, so hit it. It's
Yeah.
not going to
It's not
happen.
going to happen.
All right. Thanks so much for being here, Michael.
It is such a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about your expertise. What is it that you do?
Well, you know what I'm most well known for is marketing books to New York Times bestseller status. I'm pretty good at it. I've successfully done that 72 consecutive times. So, that's what I'm known for. But really, what I'm in the business of doing is helping people find their voice.
Okay.
And once they've found their voice, I want them to test and refine their voice so that their voice resonates with their audience. And once we've done that, then we want to amplify the voice. Most businesses, they focus on amplification and not the resonance of the message with an audience. Any product or service sales based upon where your goals and values cross with the goals and values of your audience.
So when you're talking about amplification, what you're saying is virtually having someone say, I have this product. Hi guys, I have this product, but not having that message behind it in order to attract the people who actually would want that product. Is that what you're saying?
Well, so that would be, so to answer your question,
Yeah.
amplification is the process of taking your voice and broadcasting it out to a large number of people, larger than what you can reach with your own voice.
Okay.
Before we get there, the first thing you have to do is be able to define who you are. You have to define what your voice is.
Okay.
So what we do is we start with by helping you identify what your soul purpose is, your SOUL purpose. I believe that every person that's born onto this planet is born here with a purpose or an intent. All of our experiences, all of our talents, all of our skill set is based upon that sole purpose. So the first thing you have to do before you want to amplify your voice, because it may not actually be your voice, is determine what your sole purpose is. Then what we do is we determine, once we know the shore that we're headed towards, your sole purpose, then we have to determine how we're going to get there. If life was an ocean, there are three kinds of people in the world. The first kind of people are your drowners. You can throw them a life vest today,
Yeah.
and I know you know these people. Throw them a life vest today, and tomorrow they're drowning again. They're like professional drowners, right? So that's number one. Number two are surfers. Now, surfers are doing better than drowners
yeah.
because they're staying afloat,
Right.
but they're not getting anywhere either because they're just going from one wave or one trend to the
Right.
next.
So they're going in and out.
In and out,
right.
yeah. And not really getting anywhere, doing much.
Right.
But the final type of person that we have are your navigators. Now, it used to be to navigate the ocean, before we had technology, you had to navigate at night. Why do you suppose that is?
Stars.
Well, not
Right.
just the stars. In the northern hemisphere, we had the Northern Star, and in the southern hemisphere, we had the Southern Cross. And the reason that we needed to use the Northern Star or Southern Cross was that it was the fixed point in the sky that didn't move. The other stars rotated around it, and a navigator could tell based upon the position of the stars around the North Star, declination, and a compass whether or not they were on track.
Ah.
So once you know where you're going, you need to have a fixed value, a fixed point to help you know that you're headed in the right direction. So the first thing is we determine is what is your sole purpose. Then it's what is that non-movable value that you base all of your decisions on. We're all given many opportunities in our life, but we don't, unless we know what our sole purpose is and what our guiding North Star is, we don't know whether or not those opportunities are in support of that destination. I've worked with some really, really smart people who came up with really great ideas, but lacked passion. They had money, it was a great idea, they were smart, but without the passion, those projects failed. But I've also worked with people with ideas that I thought were like stupid,
Yeah.
horrible ideas.
That had the passion.
But they had the passion. You know what happened? They worked.
They were
So
successful.
They were successful. So, the reality is, before you get into spending time and money and effort trying to drive traffic and amplify your voice, determine what your voice is. But once you know who you are, well, it's not sufficient to stop there. You actually have to understand the underlying needs of who your audience is. Roy H. Williams, one of my best-selling authors, says you need to speak to the meat at the heart of the dog. In the Pavlovian sense, if we're all dogs, we have some meat that we hanker for.
That's right.
We need to speak to that underlying felt need. So what I advocate is first determining who you are, and then determining who your audience is. And I not only recommend using what is used in marketing normally, demographics, but also psychographics. Because if you want to really understand the underlying felt need of your audience, you have to understand what their underlying psychology is.
What they're thinking and who they are. Wonderful. Well,
Right.
if there's any final success message you want to give out to everyone out there, what would that be?
You know what? Find out what your sole purpose is and live into it. I guarantee you, if you know what your sole purpose is, you will be successful.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael Drew.
Thank
Right on.